Previously on Ayreon, the Theory of Everything, Phase 3, Entanglement. If Ayreon, the Theory of Everything were a movie, this track would play underneath Tommy Karavik running with his mighty abs, just running away from home, never looking back. Perfect. And there you go. Enough said. It has been trampled on, it has been burned, it has been ripped to pieces, and it's my heart. It are my fails. Well, Phase 3 has ended on such a happy note. Let's continue on to Phase 4, the final phase. Unification. Mirror of Dreams. Girls being girls and contemplating the heck out of everything. Beautiful song though. The Lighthouse. After being rejected by the girl, the prodigy turns to his only friend, the teacher. The prodigy needs a safe place where he can work on the theory of everything and take time to sort himself out. The teacher knows of the perfect place. There's an old renovated lighthouse up for sale. After pulling off the bank scam with the rival, money is no object. The prodigy buys the lighthouse and retreats there. Excusez-moi. Virtually going off the grid. The teacher is the only one who knows his whereabouts and checks on him every day. So the prodigy decides he wants to solve the theory of everything that his father has been working on to show his father that he is indeed amazing. So what do he and the teacher decide to do? Lock him up like a freaking princess. Well, at least he can concentrate like that. The argument. 2. The tension between the mother and the father comes to a head. Shout out to the mother for finally getting angry and letting us hear her wonderful screaming voice. Otherwise, good song. Departing. After months of fruitless arguments with the father, the mother finally takes action. So after the second argument, the mother is fed up with father and decides to leave him, which he is torn up about. He doesn't want her to leave, but she is going to leave because you're a major pain in the ass. He breaks down and says that there's only one thing left for him to do at this point. What that is, we'll find out in the next song. The Visitation. The prodigy has been working on the theory of everything for months now. He's totally exhausted, but is sure that the final missing piece is just around the corner. Then, one evening, he gets an unexpected visitor. This song is just so beautiful. The father goes to the prodigy in the lighthouse and tells him that he wants forgiveness, that he wants to help solve the theory of everything like he was supposed to. And the prodigy at first is, of course, a little hesitant, but finally, when they're like halfway into the song, they start singing together that they want to solve the theory of everything, and that's just so cool, so cute. So the next song, they're going to do it. They're going to solve the theory of everything. The breakthrough. Together with his father, the prodigy works feverishly all through the night. He takes a far greater dose of the drug than usual, thinking it will help him see the solution. Prepare to cry now. The note. The prodigy is exhausted by his mental efforts and on the verge of collapse summons the last I love Tommy Karavik! The uncertainty principle. On his daily visit to the lighthouse, the teacher is stunned at what he finds. The prodigy is slumped in a corner, totally unresponsive, his hand clutching a crumpled note. The teacher reads the note and immediately phones the girl, who rushes over to the lighthouse. When she arrives, the teacher can hear her hurriedly saying goodbye to someone as she bursts into the room, fumbling to put away her phone. Her eyes are already red from crying, but a flood of new tears erupt when she sees the prodigy. She turns to the teacher to find out what happened. What? Wait, what? So, let me get this clear. The girl tells the teacher that the father committed suicide last night, before the supposed visitation. So, who did the prodigy see? What? Dark energy. The prodigy clearly believed that his father helped him, but how is it possible? This song is indeed dark, and it gives you a lot of time to think about what actually happened in the lighthouse this morning or last night, somewhere around that. The Theory of Everything, Part 3. Upon her arrival at the lighthouse, the mother breaks down at the sight of her catatonic son. She desperately needs to understand what happened there the night before. So the mother and the girl meet at the lighthouse to see the prodigy, and they're obviously shocked at what they see. They find out that he actually solved the theory of everything. But then them bitches decide that they're not going to share the theory of everything with the world, because the world is not ready. The father has spent his whole life trying to solve the theory of everything. Then he got a son that could actually do it after so many years. The father and the son died because of the theory of everything. Why should you not want to share the legacy that they've been working on for so hard? Wow, it always makes me cry. You know, that they've spent their entire lives doing something that won't be shared with the world after all. So it was actually a vain? Everything was a vain? That sucks, man. Oh, and then this happened. Excuse me, I got something in my eye. There are tears in my eyes. That last part really got to me because it was a variation of. Dang it. That last part really got to me because it was a variation of the verse that was throughout the album used. And it was just so powerful writing. And really, really, really amazing. Amazing. And I'm sad to say we're moving on to the last song of Ayreon, The Theory of Everything. The Blackboard, reprise. Everyone has left the lighthouse but the teacher. He stands staring at the blackboard, trying to make sense of the tangle of equations. Then he makes a startling discovery. What? So in this song you find out that on the blackboard where the theory of everything is solved, you see two different handwritings. What the F? So the father has been there, but the father was already dead at that point? Well, that's something I'll leave up to your imagination, because I can give a solid answer how that came to be. I think that's different for everybody. Also, last comment that I will make probably is that I love the fact that at the end, listen very carefully, at the end you can hear the prodigy scribbling the theory of everything and making these equations in his head, but whispering them out loud. And then you hear through that, you hear someone help me. Beautiful. And that was the theory of everything. The theory of everything. So that was the theory of everything by Ayreon. And I, if you didn't get that, loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Especially since it was Tommy Karavik, of course. Sorry. But the story is phenomenal, and the way it is brought to the listener and the music enhances it, and I can't have a current hub, I think. So I think I'm going to leave it at this. Let me know what you think of the theory of everything down in the comments below. I read every comment and I try to react as I can. Well, that's it. Bye. Oh, and if you haven't listened to this album yet, well, I presume that you listened to this album while I was commentating it, but if you didn't, go listen to it right now.